That down, guys. Let's get on to some stuff here, shall we? And we're going to start with this. You know, every year at CinemaCon, we get blown away by like some footage and trailers and things that we get to see before a lot. And one of the trailers that I was absolutely most excited for once I saw it has now dropped online publicly for the world to see today. The upcoming Lionsgate movie, The Long Walk, starring Mark Hamill, is in it as the bad guy. We talked about, if you guys watched our coverage of CinemaCon, you guys saw us talk about it there, but it is now dropped now publicly, so we've gotten a chance to watch it again. And Francis Lawrence directing it, based on a story by Stephen King, who originally penned it under a pen name.
Richard Bachman.
That's right. And the good folks over at the Hollywood Reporter described it as this. Lawrence helmed the feature from a script by J.T. Molnar, Strange Darling. The film adapts King's 1979 novel of the same name that was originally published under his pseudonym, Richard Bachman. Serving as producers are Lawrence, watcher of this show, Roy Lee, Steven Schneider, and Cameron McConmee, I believe you said his name. Do they describe the film? No, but basically the gist is this. Bunch of kids. Oh yeah, here it is. The Long Walk focuses on an annual contest in which 100 teen boys set out on the titular journey that requires them to maintain a quick pace. The walk ends with just one survivor. This was a movie that I had heard of. Like when we went to CinemaCon, I had heard of it, but I didn't know anything about it whatsoever. I knew they were making a movie called The Long Walk. I heard Mark Hamill might be in it, whatever. But it was really, hadn't thought about it in ages. And then at CinemaCon, they play this trailer. And it had me clenching my teeth, grabbing the arms of my seats, clenching the butt cheeks with tension and horror. And I mean, it's fair to say it's a little bit of a Hunger Games meets Battle Royale, meets, I don't know, whatever other thing you can put in there. Yes. Is it the most original thing we've seen on screen? No, but neither are any horror films or any zombie films, I should say, anything like that. And you could do them right. They can be incredible experiences. Mark Hamill as the villain in this. And Mark Hamill came out on stage at CinemaCon. Said, I love it. If you can't be the hero, there's nothing better than being the bad guy. You want everybody to hate you. And like this. And he's awesome in this trailer. The kid, what was his name? Ben from Karate Kid.
Ben Wang?
Yes, that's him. He's in this as well. I told you this kid's going to be a superstar. I'll tell you what, I love this trailer. And the most horrific scene for me in the trailer isn't getting shot in the head or stuff like that. It's the one kid, the close-up of the feet walking with one foot and then the other foot, and the other foot's completely
ankle.
snapped in half.
Yep.
His foot's completely bent over and he has to keep walking. I was like, like I couldn't take it. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Spring hits and suddenly life goes from like 0 to 100. Busy season is officially in full swing over here. And honestly, who's got time to go grocery shopping? That's where Hungryroot comes in. See, because Hungryroot is like having your own personal shopper. I told them my goals and they started curating groceries for me that actually fit my life. Be it smoothies, snacks, salad kits, even ready to eat meals. All clean ingredients, no artificial junk. This week, I got the grilled turkey tenderloin with pesto grilled veggies, and it was amazing. And I got my usual protein-packed snacks. It's like they're learning my taste better than I even know myself. And the best part is, I don't have to waste time driving to the grocery store and wandering the aisles. That's time I can spend doing literally absolutely anything else. Guys, I love Hungryroot. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. Anyway, Chris, you were not at CinemaCon this year. This is your first time seeing this trailer. What did you think about the trailer for The Long Walk?
Oh, it's good. It's real good. That foot's messed up.
Yeah.
Although I do have that knee-jerk reaction every time there's some kind of dystopian game of sorts where I go, why would anyone participate in this? And then I think about context and go, oh, okay, this is terrifying, and what a horrible, horrible timeline. This looks really, really horrible. I mean, in the best sense of
Yes.
it, right? Of just, it's a very, very simple concept that is ripe with opportunity for interesting kills, upsetting kills, and a lot of character development, which is one of the things that for me in a horror genre kind of story or any dystopian story, I need that character element, that character driven part. Otherwise, it's just senseless violence for the sake of senseless violence, which is fine every now and then. But this seems like it's going to be a really interesting character study. And Mark Hamill looks epic.
He looks great in it. Rob, you did see this at CinemaCon. What did you think about the trailer?
First of all, I read this book in 1980. I read it. It came out in 79. This book was a cult novel at my junior high school. I was 12 when I read it. And it made me a Richard Bachman fan, and I went out and got Rage and then Roadwork and The Running Man. We're getting 2 Richard Bachman adaptations. We're getting a new adaptation of The Running Man this year. I love this book. I wanted to see this book made into a movie literally now, how old am I? For 45 years. Frank Darabont controlled this property for a very, very long time. And I got to hand it to, it seems, okay, I'll be a simp, a sycophant, call me what you want. But Roy Lee has this, written by the writer of Strange Darling, which he also was the executive producer
and that
on.
was really good.
He's got Weapons coming out and How to Train Your Dragon live action. Someone one day, Variety or Hollywood Reporter is going to do an expose for 25 years. Roy Lee just has banger after banger after banger. I will say, the remake of The Stand might have been a misstep, all right? But I don't want to seem like such a simp. But the guy knows how to get these movies made, and his taste is impeccable. The scripts that he finds, I don't know how he does it. Honestly, I don't know how he does it, because he works for multiple studios and gets incredible scripts. This looks, not only does it look great, it looks like a perfect adaptation of the book. Like if you go in and read the book, like this book came out in 79. The only thing that was analogous to it, there's a Franco-Italian co-production of a movie called The 10th Victim that stars Marcello Mastroianni and Ursula Andress. That's about the big hunt, which was made in the 60s. It's very Austin Powers looking now. It's a great movie. And this were the precursors to the Hunger Game, to Battle Royale, which Roy Lee also, I think, has the remake rights to. And the Hunger Games. I mean, I cannot tell you that to see the realization of something I've wanted to see for 45 years, directed by Francis Lawrence, who made Constantine, who made Water for Elephants, which
Hunger Games, with a little similarities there.
Look, he made Catching Fire and then Mockingjay 1 and 2. I mean, if you're going to go get a guy to direct this, it's so. And by the way, Chris, in the story, if you win, you get anything you want.
Oh.
So the idea is, it is kind of this dystopian future.
Shoes?
And the great thing about the book is, and the reason why it appealed to me, this was my young adult fiction. Just so it would
That
jump.
explains a lot.
I know, right? It would jump, but literally, I was 12 when I read this book.
Yeah.
YA fiction, but it deals with. I'm so excited about this movie. It jumps in and out of the lives of these kids, so you find out like what Garrity, the main character, what caused him to join the Long Walk. And then he has, I won't get into the story, but there's also kind of his foil, his villain character. And there's kind of a twist with that character I'm not going to mention, but it's so good. It was the most compulsively readable thing. And when you're 12, you're like, would you join this?
No.
And yet, no, at the end of the book, I'm like, I could do it. I could win.
I mean, I'm not going on a hike in regular life.
I mean, I'm just telling
your
you.
life's on the
No.
line.
I can't wait to see this movie, and it's not going to be the feel-good film of September.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, you can tell
But
that.
I mean, it is for me because I've been wanting to see this movie literally for 45 years.
Has a very sepia
exciting.
tone to it.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me
It
of It
does.
Chapter 1.
The color
Oh,
selection of it has got a
that makes
real
sense.
kind of feel to it.
Also, I kept trying to remember where I saw this guy from. Okay, then I had to look it up, and it's like, yeah, of course. It's Cooper Hoffman, who is Philip
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman's son.
Who's in?
He's in Licorice
He
Pizza,
works-
and
he
he was
works
in
for the
Saturday Night.
Kingpin,
Yeah.
you know?
No,
that's
that's
different.
No. That's Soprano's
Oh,
son.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pardon
that's
me.
Baby Soprano.
Yes,
Yeah.
Baby
But
Soprano.
but he was in Saturday Night and Licorice Pizza as well.
Yes, that's what I meant.
All right, guys. The question is for you.
Can't get everything
Did you have a chance to watch this trailer for The Long
all
Walk?
the
We've been
adrenaline,
kind
the
of
excitement.
agogging and agassing about it ever since CinemaCon. Now you've had a chance to see it. What did you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.